Lesson 5.6 is about solving linear inequality. And our memory verse today is found in Romans 2, verse 11. It says, "For God does not show favoritism." At the end of this class session, you will be able to find the solution of a linear inequality in one variable. Let me go directly to our lesson. Now, remember, we have tackled before what's the difference between a linear equation and a linear inequality. If we say linear expression, it's only like this: 5x plus 3. That's a linear expression. If we say linear equation, we have 5x plus 3 equals 10. This becomes a linear equation because we have our equal sign. But if you say linear inequality, we have some inequality sign like greater than, or it can be less than, or it can be greater than or equal to. It can be less than or equal to, or simply the sign not equal to. Now, how do we solve linear inequalities? Let's have these steps. Number one, we can start by simplifying both sides of the inequality. We can do distributive property, or we will remove any parentheses and any groupings. Second, we could do transposition, or you can go with the Singaporean method. Then step 3, we will divide or multiply the inequality by to make the numerical coefficient 1. Now remember, when you divide a linear inequality by a negative number, then the sign of the inequality will change. Let me give you an example. For example, in an equation, if we have 5x is equal to 10, when we divide both sides by 5, we just copy the equation, the equal sign. X equals 2. That is the same in inequalities. Example, we have 5x greater than 10. How will you solve this? Divide both sides by 5 to make the numerical coefficient 1 for x. So we have x is greater than 2. Or if we have 5x less than 10, divide both sides by 5. So x is less than 2. However, there is a difference when you divide both sides by a negative number. Example, negative 5x greater than 10. This is a negative number, so we divide both sides by a negative number. Divide both by negative 5. The rule states that if you divide both sides by a negative number, then the inequality sign will change. The less than will become greater than negative 2. See how it will change? Or if you have negative 5x less than 10, when we divide both sides by a negative number, then x, it will change, is greater than negative 2. So that is how the rule will apply. But if you add, if you subtract, that's okay. The sign will only change when the negative number is the divisor or the multiplier. Now let's go back. Then step 4, you need to check the solution of the original equation. And step 5, write the solution sets. Now, how do we write a solution set? Here, let me snip this one. How do you write a solution set? It says here that parenthesis symbols go with infinity. Example. Example, the answer is x is greater than -2. If you will draw, example, the number line, it's -2. It's greater than, so we do not shade it. Greater than, we're going to the right. It means your answer is from -2 to positive infinity. If you write the positive infinity in the solution set, then it will go with a parenthesis. Next, if the symbol is having an equal to, like less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, we need to have the brackets. But if we only have symbols like less than or greater than, we use the parenthesis. For example, in this problem, we start from -2 to positive infinity. This is a greater than sign. So we just write a parenthesis. But if the answer is x is less than or equal to -2, if we draw the number line, we start from -2, then it's less than. So it's less than or equal to. With the equal to sign, we need to shade. It means it is a part of the solution. Then it's less than, so we will shade to the left. If you have your solution set, we start from -infinity to -2. So how do we write our solution set? -infinity 2, comma, -2. Remember, what will go with the infinity sign? Parenthesis. And this is a less than or equal to. So we end it with a bracket. Do you have any questions?